Hello, 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 welcome back to Hunter Tuned, and Roxy Tuned, and Christine Tuned. Today, we're going to, I don't know, drive around and check out some shops that are available in my town, in my city. Sorry, my voice is a little scratchy and squeaky. Still, under the weather a little bit. But, we're gonna drive around, check out these shops, and I'm gonna maybe just give you my thoughts on what I think. And, you know, all that. So we're gonna pull out of the driveway here, show you the first option. Thank you for all the comments on the last video. A lot of them were pretty heartfelt, and they definitely wow, I just bumped the camera, sorry. They definitely resonated with me, so thank you for all the feedback and support. So here's the first option. This one's right next to my house, pretty much. And it's an old brick building that it needs like a roof, and the electrical service isn't hooked up anymore and some other stuff, but it is in a residential neighborhood with houses literally right next to it. So I don't know, it's definitely maybe something to think about. The guy that owns it, I talked to one time last year, and he is asking $150,000 for it, which doesn't sound that bad. Considering it is on like 3/4 of an acre. Maybe it's only a half acre. It's probably a half acre. Half acre of land. It's 2 city lots, and the building is on it. So the building I did take pictures of, and I might show you, I might not, because I don't think that one's really a great option, because one, he only wants cash. He won't lease it or do a lease to own or anything like that. It's cash only. So, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, the building's been for sale since I was in high school, which is over 10 years now, and it still hasn't sold. And if it did not sell in the hot market that we were just in, I don't think it's ever gonna sell for the guy. And he just seems a little too stubborn to do anything with it, so. He told me to throw him an offer because I was like one of the only guys that had talked to him about it. So I mean, that building would be an option for probably around 100 grand, but it's super close to houses. And yeah, it's next door to my house, but the ceilings are also pretty low inside of that shop. I want to say they're probably like a 9-foot ceiling. So a hoist it would have to be like one of the mid-length hoists if I were to put a lift in it. And then obviously the chassis dyno. The doors are all messed up in there. I mean, it needs a lot of work. So that's, you know, option number one. With that video that I put up last night, I kind of got a little, you know, gung-ho, or if that's the word. Is that a word?
I think it's gung-ho?
Gung-ho? Gung-ho?
I'll look it up.
I don't know. But I got a little fired up, and I was like, I want to try to do something again, you know? I want to try to figure something else out. So I went on the local commercial building website for sale, whatever, and there's actually another one probably about within a half a mile from my house.
Gung-ho.
Gung-ho, Siri says.
Unthinkably enthusiastic and eager.
Ah, perfect fitting. So now we're going over to another location here. It's a this building I saw a for lease sign on it earlier this year. Probably like, actually it's probably been about a year since I seen this for lease sign. So I said, oh, I'll message the guy. He actually owns a couple other buildings in town, and you know, a plumbing company and a excavating company. He owns a ton of stuff. So figured, hey, I'll shoot him a line and see if this building would be a possible option. So this is the other building that is for sale, or for lease, whatever. It's huge. It's 50 by 200. There's obviously a shop. There's a couple shops in here. It's heated. It obviously has this parking lot. And then it has another building for cold storage, he said, which is right there. And then there's more bay doors back here. This listing is online right now for like 500 grand or something, which is clearly way out of my price range. So I figured I'd hit him up and ask him if he would lease, you know, part of the building, or, you know what I mean, just like a shop space or somewhere where I can run the chassis dyno. And he pretty much said no. So this one, at a he told me that he would lease the whole property for $4,000 a month, which is out of my price range. I currently pay around $1,000 a month for my current shop, so I want to stay around that. But also taking into consideration the amount of time I'm going to be saving having something closer to home can add value to whatever, you know, we look at. So that one, like I said, he said around $4,000 a month is what he's looking to get. It would be perfect because the location over here is just outside of like residential. So like this is the closest thing to it is a field. And then like across the street there's like a big warehouse and it's just like a factory, which is noisy. So running a dyno there wouldn't be a problem, but it's expensive. And obviously, if I grow or do more business or whatever, could grow into something like that. But it's not that great of a building, in my opinion. Like it's just not, it's not that great. Like the listing pictures and stuff on the inside, to me, you know, it's a lot of space, but it's also, it's not like a brand new space, you know. It's an older building and whatever. So yeah, anyways, we will catch up with the next feasible option here in a second, and I'll show you this one. Spoiled little blue heeler right here. She got a pup cup today. Christine had to get her coffee. Roxy had to get her coffee. So this is option number 3. This building is for lease, and in town, this is a pretty busy intersection. So this building has been a couple different businesses over the years. It used to be a gas station, you guys can probably tell. It's got the overhead where the pumps once were. And it's commercial zoned and everything like that, so I think we could run the dyno here. The problem is it's, like I said, it's on a very high traffic, you know. Roxy!
She's being so noisy.
Hey, what are you doing? Okay. So this is on a very high traffic, intersection that I've said already 4 times. So visible traffic is cool. Problem is they want $1,900 a month, and it's like half the size of my current shop. It's probably actually smaller than half the size. It was like a gas station service station at one point, so like they did oil changes and stuff. So I could put a hoist in here, and it has like a back room where I could probably do like work on motorcycles and stuff like that. And then one bay could be for the lift and one bay could be for like the dyno. Yeah, but I wouldn't have,
storefront too.
And there's also a storefront on the front here. So like I don't know what I would use that for, but that's an option. The problem with it is obviously I wouldn't really have any place to put my cars other than, you know, my house. So if I was doing anything at the shop, the car that was in the shop would be the one I'd have to work on. So if I was doing customer stuff, my stuff would have to be out of here. Like I wouldn't even have, I would not have extra storage area here for like multiple cars. Like maybe one car, maybe, to be able to store here. And then obviously I could store a car at my house, I'm sure. But yeah, so that's an option. They want like $1,900 a month or something for it. And it's on a good visible spot. It's actually got a pretty decent parking lot where I could put cars outside, and I could probably put cars for sale outside if I ever were to get into like doing a dealer license or anything like that. But that's a whole nother can of worms, I think.
Yeah, you could put cars right under this
But you could definitely put cars out here, either for sale or maybe storage. I don't know.
We just have to. Are you willing to spend the extra $900?
Right. This snow is very deep.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna get stuck. I don't have time for this today.
Oh, we're fine. Fucking traction control. Turn that shit off.
Dodge power.
Yeah, Dodge power, baby. So, yeah, and it's got a badass little sign out front on the corner. Hang on, we could probably sneak up in there quick and look at it a little closer. It's funny because my autos teacher back in the day told me, Hunter, if you were ever to open a shop, I feel like that one right here that we're looking at would be the one. He did say that at one point. Not sure if it still resonates true to this day, but so here we are. It does have a mailbox. It's very large. You could fit a Roxy in there, I'm sure. Holy crap. So yeah, this is the building. It's not open obviously, but so yeah, little storefront with like a little thing. I don't know. Could buy some turbos and put them up there for sale maybe. And here's the shop. There's like a, you know, enough space for probably 3 cars this way and then one stuffed in the back somewhere. The dyno could be like up front right at the door. It's got exhaust vents in the door. That's cool. So yeah, definitely smaller than what I have now, but close to home and twice the price, and has a parking lot, and I don't know what else. Yeah, another thing too is obviously like if I were to do any of these buildings in town, security would be an issue. I'm sure, you know, so I would have to
actually lock your door.
Shut up.
I'm sorry, but you're bad at that.
At the shop?
No, I'm saying locking car doors.
Oh yeah, I always leave my shit open. So if anybody wants to steal anything, they can come and get it, and they'll have to deal with the consequences later, you know? What? Was that funny? Why was that funny?
Because you just made it seem like you're gonna whoop some butt when you found them.
Well, you never know. Hunter Toon. So yeah, that one I kind of do like. If it was around the same price as my current shop, I probably would do it. But the double the price kind of scares me. So there's that.
There's no reward without risk. That was good.
Yeah, I know, but fuck, it's quite a bit of money. And obviously the more overhead you have, the more I'm forced to work. I don't know how to word that or say that, but the less overhead you have, the more bound to be successful you'll be. Because the more overhead you have, obviously the more business you need to get in order to pay for that. So I don't know. And I obviously want to, if I do something like this, I want to be able to make more money than I am now. And if I go like full-blown legit with this, I don't know. I don't fucking know. All right, let's check out the next one. Here's option number, what is this, 4? So maybe I was being a little dramatic when I said there wasn't a lot of options in town. Was I?
I guess.
I didn't think there was this many.
Because option number 2 is $4,000, so is that really an option?
Right. This one, I don't know how much it is. They want $250,000 for it, like cash price. I don't know what the lease would be, if there is a lease option at all. But this one seems feasible. I read the address on it, and I thought immediately I would not be able to run the chassis dyno here because the street it's on is a residential neighborhood. But it's actually not that residential. It's actually kind of industrial over here. You can see there's like a industrial building that way. So it's pretty industrial. I don't know if that's a house right there or not, but one house. I don't know if we can maybe talk to him or something. This is the building. I think it's like a 30 by 60, so it's pretty much what I have now. And they want $250,000 for it. It also comes with this building right here, which I don't know what that is. And it has some storage back here as well. So this would be an option, I think. Quite possibly. Maybe I'll insert some pictures of what this one looks like on the inside. But it's pretty much the same thing as what I got now. Just take my word for it. It's a smidge smaller than what I have now. And it looks like they have a holding tank for water. So it probably doesn't have running water. I'm not sure though. So if we do a lease term of...
Is that even an option?
I don't know. Yeah, the listing says 30 by 66 building with 14-foot ceilings. Building is heated. 14 by 20 building with 8-foot ceilings, not heated. So the little building right there is not heated, but it's a, you know, you could probably store 2 cars in there, maybe 1 or 2. So here's the listing on my phone. 249 grand. Some more pictures.
You're a real estate agent. That means it's not for lease, right?
I know, but usually sometimes with stuff that's for sale, they are also open to leasing or lease to own or something like that. I don't know though. I don't know how none of that works. Looks like they got a fucking conveyor belt in there. It's got a heater. Yeah. So I'm sure if it was gutted, you know, I don't know. Maybe an option, maybe not. I'm not really sure. There's another one right up the road here. That was an old car lot at one point, and I don't know what's wrong with it now. If it like doesn't pass code or something like that, because it's the same price as this building, and it's like a full-blown car dealership. Everybody out snow blowing today, shoveling snow up here in the Northwoods. So I think they might have taken down the for lease sign on this one, unfortunately. But that motherfucker would be sweet. Yeah, there's no signs anymore. Oh, it's for sale. Okay, let me turn around. So this next one we're looking at is across the street from some residential stuff, but it's not, it's a loud street. You know, it's not some like area right by my house where there's like 2 cars I drive down a day. This one actually has like the fucking street it's on is damn near a highway.
On a plane?
Yeah, pretty near. Just bust this popsicle joint. Another guy had commented saying, Hunter, have you thought about moving to somewhere warmer?
I wonder if someone will comment and say, Hunter, put your seatbelt on.
So this one, I did see the listing for it at one point, but I don't know where it went. And it's for sale for $249,000, the same as the last one we just looked at. And this one's like right next door to it, damn near.
I feel like this is not plowed at all.
Yeah.
I don't want to get stuck.
Alright, well here's the building. It's literally a car dealership, or was a car dealership, auto sales and service. I'll see if I can find the listing, but it's pretty cool. I don't know if they have the inside of it cleaned out or not, or if they're still trying to sell it, or what the deal is.
What street is this?
20th.
Is it street or Ave?
20th Ave. Does Ave mean it's 2-way traffic and street means it's 1-way?
No.
I don't know what the difference between Ave and street is, but there's a difference. All right, so back at home now. I'm going to show you a little bit about this other shop that we just looked at. It's pretty much was an auto shop already at one point. It already has a lift in it and a big parking lot. So it could be a dealership or it could be a, you know, whatever. Here's some photos. This is an old listing, so it's not like updated. There is actually an updated listing that's coming out that the guy said he's gonna send me, but this is the building. It's obviously full of stuff, but they have, since this listing, they have painted the building. It has a bathroom, it has, so this picture doesn't look like what we drove past. They painted the whole outside and made it look a lot better. So that's obviously another option. But the dilemma that I have in my head is two things. How big do I want to go? You know, do I want to have employees one day and actually like do this as a business, like an actual full-blown business? Or do I want to stay kind of low-key like I am now and just do work for people that hit me up? Or like I said, do I want to go full-blown all in? I don't know. It's definitely something to think about. It would be really cool if I got a building like this one I just showed you, because it could, Christine actually mentioned a really good point, is it could expand with me. So like if I got sick of doing car stuff for a while and I wanted to open up a dealership, you know, a used motorcycle dealership or a used car dealership or whatever, I could do that at that location. I couldn't do it at the one right before that, the pole building like what I had. I couldn't do that at the location right by my house, and I don't want the one that's $500,000. I think that's just a little bit too out of my price range. I think I could afford a payment on a $250,000 building. The problem is getting a loan, or I talked to the guy that owns that one, and he said he would be open to doing a land contract, which means that I would pretty much just be paying rent towards my the building, but it would actually go towards the building instead of just paying rent and then leaving when I want. I'd be stuck in it till the building was paid off. But land contract, they would need like $40,000 or $50,000 down payment on the building, which is a lot of money to come up with, including moving everything and then starting at a new shop. So like if I were to do something like that, I would need to get a pretty big loan, which I don't have like perfect credit, which sucks. I have like sales and proof of income and stuff like that, but that's all I have, you know. And to have a Joe Schmo like me just go into a bank and be like, hey, I want to buy this building so I can maybe expand or do whatever, it's not that easy. So yeah, I don't know if any business experts out there, or if there is anybody out there that can maybe lend a hand towards this kind of stuff. I would pay for your time, just so I can better understand what I would be getting myself into if I were to get myself into anything. It's I had a business prior and I paid like LegalZoom to set everything up, and I've been running Hunter Tuned pretty much under that old business forever. I never opened a new business that was like in Hunter Tuned or anything like that. And I think what I want to do, kind of regardless, is I want to start up a new LLC and name it Hunter Tuned, and actually have a business and a business name and a Google domain and stuff like that. I think that's something I want to do, but I do need help with it. I don't know the best way to go about a lot of this stuff, and I know how to tune a car. I don't know how to tune finances and shit like that. I know how to make money, and I know how to you know, work on cars and stuff like that, but that's about all I know how to do. So I have like an accountant that does some stuff for me, and I have some basic tax stuff that I know how to do, but I gotta streamline all this. I gotta streamline all of it so I can sleep better at night and I'm more you know, structured. I want to be more structured. So maybe all of this combined could lead into something good. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. If anybody out there can lend a hand maybe, or figure out a good way to maybe make this happen, If it doesn't happen, that's one thing. You know, it is what it is. If it's even feasible, maybe I could talk to somebody to see if it's even feasible. I don't know who to talk to, you know? So I could just see like Hunter Tuned all over that building and having like a business. I think it'd be cool. But then again, I don't know if I want to get that big, because I like doing my own thing whenever I want, you know? And that's kind of what I like doing. But at the same time, some structure and shit might actually help me personally. You know, with motivation and, you know, mental illness and shit like that, it might help. I don't know. So, let me know what you guys think of the couple buildings that we checked out today. Your opinions matter, and I wouldn't be making these videos and showing you guys if I didn't care what you guys thought, because at the end of the day, you guys are my boss, and you're kind of the customer base that I have. So maybe we can make something happen. It'd be really cool. Let me know. Have a great night and a better tomorrow. We'll see you later.